Hi, I'm Andre, and I'm a black nerd with another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles episode recap. Turtle power, smooth Raphael. Let's be real, Raphael, he got some trying to be clean. I know Ninja Turtles is for all ages, but I'm just saying, when this episode was over, when it faded to black, something happened that we didn't see. A little turtle action. The war for Dimension X. Sal Commander and Mona Lisa have returned. They are trying to get allies to help them out to defeat the Triceraton army. Unfortunately, they're trying to ally with the Krang. And Krang Subprime, who they're talking to, is like, nothing doing! We want to get away from them as far away as possible! As far away as possible! But then Mona Lisa slips up and is like, well, maybe we should just work with the turtles again. And then Krang Subprime turns around and goes, the turtles! Anyone who's a friend of the turtles is an enemy of the Krang! And they kidnap Sal Commander and Mona Lisa, throw them in the dungeon of the Technodrome. Meanwhile, the Turtles and Fugitoid are off to meet the Utrom Council in Dimension X. I particularly love that, once again, April O'Neil and Casey Jones are left behind. And I love the part where they're like, I'm pretty sure they're fine about it, and it cuts to them. And Casey Jones is having a hissy fit because he couldn't come along with it. He's like slamming his hockey stick down. And even April, even though she's kind of sitting calm, reading the magazine, you can look at her face and tell she's like, I got psychic powers. They don't want to bring me along. Okay, I understand this. One day, April, they're going to get her own show. You wait and see. So they head to Dimension X, which you know what that means. That means Michelangelo has to put back on his Savage Mikey outfit, now available in stores. And they're off to meet the Utrom Council, which includes Bishop, who we met in the last season that they're now seeing again. Bishop is an old friend of Honeycutt's of the Fugitoid. This is the first time that he's met him since he's changed into his robot body. They even comment on that. It's like, oh, you look great, except for that robot body and big giant head. Fugitoid's like, thank you. Wow, I see they have passive-aggressive in Dimension X as well. So Bishop introduces the Turtles and Fugitoid to the rest of the Utrom Council. Since he's Bishop, they of course have Pawn, Rook, and Queen, like chess pieces. Queen looks like the teacher that the Krang have used before in past episodes, and Rook looks like Irma, and Pawn, I love him, is like a French Krang. Even his robot body has like a big mustache. The Utrom are really concerned because since the Krang had taken over, there's not many Utroms left. We also get a great backstory on how most of the Utrom turn into Krang. The Utroms are all happy. They all had their own individual personalities, you know, like Smurfs. But then one of the Utroms found the mutagen that was inside of the Krang worms, used it to become Krang Prime, and then used their mental abilities that they got from the mutagen to convert most of the Utroms into Krang to follow him. We even find out that Krang Subprime used to be part of the Utrom Council. He was Knight, but then he turned over to be Krang Subprime. Traitor! The Turtles and Fugitoid plead to the Utrom Council to show them where the other two pieces of the black hole generator are, but they're like, well, we don't want anyone else to know about them. It shouldn't be held by anybody. You shouldn't even have the piece that you have. And they explain to them that, well, that one piece that you gave to the Aeons messed up their whole civilization. So we need to destroy all of it. It's no good for anybody. So I love that the Utrom Council was like, you know what? Let's confer on this. And they go confer on it, and they come back and go, well, we have decided that we're not going to have future conversations about deciding if we want to help you. And that's going to take a few years. This sounds very familiar to a franchise where you wanted to see a lot of action, but instead you had a lot of politics and discussions and debates. I don't know what franchise that is set in space. But unfortunately, the Turtles did not realize that Krang Subprime and the other Krang were following them, recognized how they were able to find the secret Utrom Council base, and of course infiltrated it. Rook doesn't like Krang Subprime because Rook was the creator of the Irma outfit that now Krang Subprime has turned into his own personal outfit. Turtles fight the Krang are fighting the Utrom, but it isn't long before Krang Subprime is able to grab the Queen Utrom and take her away. Raph and Mikey follow so they can save the Queen, and while they're inside the Technodrome looking for the Queen, Raphael finds out that Sal Commander and Mona Lisa have been kidnapped by the Krang and they're being held prisoner. And oh man, as soon as those two met, it wasn't like 5 seconds before they were like, Mona Lisa love. Smooth Mona Lisa. Michelangelo explains that they need Sal Commander and Mona Lisa's help to stop the Krang and save the Utrom, but Sal Commander's like, nope, they all look alike. Seriously, he's like, Krang, I don't care. I met one bad Krang, therefore all the Krang I do not like. And Michelangelo's like, look, just because they all have the same look does not mean that they're all bad. You shouldn't stereotype all of them based on one type. There are good Utroms, good Krang, and there are bad Krang. Happy Black History Month, everybody. Then Raphael looks at Mona Lisa and is like, look, girl, you know that I would not put you in any danger. If I'm saying it's cool to work with the Utroms, you can trust me, baby. You know what I'm saying? And Mona Lisa's like, all right. And while Raphael and Michelangelo get the salamanders on their side to stop the Krang, Leonardo and Donatello are trying to get the Utroms on their side to stop the Krang. Utroms like, nah, they took our queen. You take our queen? We ready to fight. That's our trap queen. So we get this whole all-out war, this battle between the Krang and the Utroms and the Turtles and the Salamander army, and it is intense. Krang Subprime is going up against Bishop, and Bishop's all like, you used to be one of us. You are our brother. And he's like, forget that. I am going to be a Krang now. You are an Utrom. Traitor. And then Krang Subprime brings out Dracodroid, this like giant robotic two-headed dragon that flies like a jet, and Raphael and Mona Lisa are on top of it trying to stop it while Krang are shooting all over the place. Mona Lisa falls, and I thought she was going to die. I am not kidding. There's a part where Mona Lisa falls and Raphael tries to jump to grab her and they miss hands like, ew, and she keeps falling. And you know, after Splinter, man, anything goes on this show. So I seriously thought they were gonna kill Mona Lisa at this point. Man, could you imagine the rage that would come out of Raph after that? But sure enough, it's Dimension X, which means the gravity's all crazy and messed up. So Raphael uses one of Michelangelo's savage skills to save Mona Lisa. And then of course, they do take some injuries though. Rook, if you look like Irma, that head is going off. If it's Krang Subprime, they cut the head off. If it's Rook, they blow the head up. If you got an Irma face, don't be in Ninja Turtle land or else kaboom. But the Krang do retreat, the Turtles and the Salamander army and the Utroms do win, and because they work together so well, the Utrom Council finally decided to tell the Turtles where the last two pieces of the black hole generator are so they can save their planet. But we ain't ready to go just yet. Mona Lisa's like, hold up, the credits are still running, right? We're still in the show? One more thing before we go. Come here, baby. I especially love that Michelangelo was making fun of Raph for always making out with Mona Lisa, and just as he's about to smack Michelangelo, Mona Lisa was like, nah, don't worry about him. Get back over here. Zelda Williams. And what's up with this talk from Leonardo? I understand mutants like Karai, but liking an alien chick? That's just weird. Okay, first off, how can you really tell the difference between a mutant and an alien to start judging that harsh? Also, at least Raphael is trying to date somebody that's not Splinter's biological daughter who's been your father for several years. Just saying. What fictional character would you like to make out with? You tell me in the comments. You sickos. Who am I kidding? There's plenty I would make out with. Man, shoot, that was fun. Thanks so much for watching. If you're new here, please subscribe. I make new nerdy videos all week, every week, including Ninja Turtle recaps. I love you like a play cousin. I'm Audi 5000. Chain chomp, yomp.